What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man back here with a game talk with Sega Man about gaming topics and news in gaming. What's going on, everybody? I'm about to invite my boy Tuckmaster to come in here, and we're gonna chop it up, and we're gonna see if we can get Hebot in here and maybe 100. So give me a quick minute here. I'm gonna get my boy Tuckmaster in here, and we're gonna talk about some gaming today, guys. I hope you are having a great weekend. I'm playing a lot of great games, man. Game Pass is just blowing up. There's all kind of great games coming in Game Pass, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Man, some great games coming in there, man. I think they're gonna have a lot of Yakuza games. The rest of them are gonna be coming in there. It's gonna be awesome. I just sent my boy Tuck a link. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be joining me here soon. So, what's going on, everybody? What's going on out there? I'm excited, man. You know what I'm saying? I just feel there's going to be so much coming for the Xbox gamers, man, in 2021, brothers. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it coming. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my boy in here. We're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Game Pass is just wow. I mean, like free to play weekend, you can play actually Star Wars Squadron, which is a great game. I've been playing that. You can play Dragon Ball. There's a Dragon Ball game they have in there, free to play days for the weekend. That Star Wars game is fire, man. I was playing that for a while. You know what I'm saying on my One X. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into some topics here. I got some of my Exile brothers coming in here. Hopefully, I can invite Hebot. See if Hebot will come in here. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for Tuck right now. You know, but yeah, man, some great stuff that's going to be coming, man. Hopefully, it'd be nice to get Ubisoft into Game Pass. That would be awesome. We hit on that on the Exile podcast last weekend. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm having a great weekend though, man. Playing these games, staying in, being safe. That's the way to be, man. Just staying in, being safe, playing these games. You know what I mean? Come and check my channel out, man. Sega Man 101. I just did a great video about some Dreamcast games. We'll be talking about Dreamcast on the Exile podcast tomorrow, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Come and check us out on my podcast with E-Rock and the brothers. You know what I mean? We do giveaways uh, every hmm, every other Sunday. We do giveaways, so it's going to be a great show tomorrow. A lot of great gaming topics we're going to be talking about and getting into uh, on the show tomorrow. But yeah, let me see if I can get my boy Hebon in here. Let me see if I can get him in here. See if I can get him to come in. See if I can invite him in. Glad you guys can join me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a little late that I'm doing it. Game talk with Sega, man. But you know, some things just come up, you know. But I'm gonna see if I can get Hebot in here. Send him a link. See if he'll come in. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Tuck. I sent him a request. So I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get Hebot in here. You know, see what's up. But yeah, man, what's going on? I got one person watching. Who's in the chat, man? What's up, man? Who is this? What's going on? What's going on with you, man? See if I can get my boy in here. I don't know what happened to Tuck, man. Tuck, you know, he he'll be here though. Tuck's funny, man. He's one of the Exile brothers. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, man? What you been playing, man? What's going on? I'm trying to get some other Xbox brothers in here. What's going on, man? How you doing, man? You been playing anything good? Anything you bought or like lately, man? What you been playing, man?
What's up, Sega man?
What's up, man? I was waiting for you. What's going on?
I'm glad to be here. I'm just get, I've been in from home for a little bit, just watching a little bit of TV.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Hey
watching a little
man,
bit of this
so
news.
there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on, Tuck, man. I just
Too
I keep
much.
busy with the games, man. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
keeps my mind off all that stuff,
Oh,
man.
oh heck yeah. Oh heck
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
so what's up, Tuck, man? What have you been playing, man?
Oh man, man, I'm still playing Valhalla. I'm enjoying that. The Immortal Felix. I forgot the last name of it. I'm enjoying that game.
Yeah.
Um, I'm right now. I'm downloading the race car game that you got.
With the,
Um,
what's it, Grid?
yeah,
Yeah, Grid's a
that,
great game. It's a real
yeah,
good game. Tuck, it's good.
yeah,
E-Rock was telling me about it, and he said you won't be disappointed. Man, is it good? It's a good
yeah. It got
game.
all it got all kind of modes to it and all that stuff. That's what you need in a racing game.
Yeah.
So but no, man. Other than that, man, just reading about this Indiana Jones, and
Well, what do you think about that, Tuck? What do you think about the Indiana Jones? It sounds like it'd be a really good game. Hopefully, to be exclusive to Xbox.
it's gonna be exclusive. It will. Sega, otherwise Xbox not buying these studios just for them to go to another console platform.
Yeah.
I think it'd be exclusive. I think it would be.
Isn't Beth- isn't Bethesda doing that? Right?
Yeah, yeah, but that's
They're
doing
doing
it.
that game. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hey Tuck, that's probably gonna be a really good game, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, I liking the. Oh, another thing. What I'm really am liking that EA don't have the Star Wars exclusive no more.
What's that? Which one?
The Star Wars games,
Yeah. Yeah. What do
they
you?
breaking up. That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
That's damn
I was
good.
just You know what I've been playing, Tuck? The free to play days. I tried that Star Wars Squadron. It's not bad.
Oh, that Star Wars Squadron that's good. That's a real good
Did
game.
you did you buy that, Tuck? Did you buy that game?
No, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. I was still in my tryout mode, so no. But I will buy it though. I mean, how much is it for right now? 23.
$23. Yeah.
I'll buy it for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's because when it first came out, I think it was what was it, Tuck? 30? $30?
Ooh.
Something like
When
that.
it
I mean, when
first,
it first came out.
I
Yeah.
think it was like 49.
Because I think it went down real quick.
Yeah, it might have been 30. But EA just scrubbed people so many doggone people to bed the wrong way now. I mean, people just not trusting in EA right now.
Yeah.
Or even though they did do good with that last Star Wars game, that last Star Wars game was good. The Jedi
Which
game,
one you talking about? Which one is it? Yeah, that was good. Jedi
that
Fallen Order. Thanks, brother.
right,
Yeah,
that was good.
thanks, man. That was really
That was
good.
real good. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was real good. So so who else gonna be joining us?
Well, I tried to see if I can invite Hebot, and I sent a link to Hebot, and I sent a link to Hunter, but I'm not hearing from them. I was trying to see if I can get in here for a little bit T Reaper, but I can't get. I don't know how to get a hold of him. Do you know how can
Yeah,
you invite him?
nah, I don't even worry about
No.
Team Reaper. Team Reaper is in his own mind, so
Oh.
he got his own thing. So I don't
Yeah.
even worry about him.
Yeah.
But
I
no,
was
man. I mean,
I was wondering, Tuck, what happened to Fire Boss? He like fell off, man.
I don't know where
I
Far
don't know.
Boss is at.
He did a podcast before Christmas, and now he hasn't been on since then. I hope he's okay,
Right, I
because I
hope
mean I
he is
haven't
too.
heard from him. Yeah,
And
T Reaper said he hasn't heard from him either.
well, I hope he's okay.
I mean, it's been a long time, man. We usually do Xbox Roundtable, and
Right,
I don't know what happened to him. They said, I think T Reaper said he'd be on Instagram, but I haven't seen him on there. I mean, I don't know. I hope he's all right, him and his family, because we at least hear from him. You know what I mean?
right.
And I haven't even heard from him, man.
Yeah,
You
I'm kind
know.
of worried about that myself. So
So, Tuck, what's going on out here in these gaming streets, man? Are the ponies complaining about anything, man? What's
well,
going on, man?
they complain about the the Indiana Jones thing. They complain about that. They also complain about Striker 2. Because Striker 2 is gonna be exclusive to the
Yeah,
Xbox. I think to the Xbox and the PC. So they're mad about that too. So they can be mad about a lot of damn things. And then you
yeah.
hear all this bad news about what's going on with the PS5. I guess I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't. You know how that goes. I don't give a damn about them. Shit, that whole damn
So what
system.
what is it now? Something different now? Is there more
It's
controllers not working, or what's
hell.
going on?
I don't know. I mean, I know right now they've been real quiet here lately. So you know, they've
What's
been real
up,
quiet here
Unlimited
lately.
One? What's up, brother? Unlimited One Productions is in the chat room. What's up, man?
But tell him to come on
He,
in.
can you invite him in? I don't think I can. I tried to get Unlimited in before. I feel bad, man. I tried to get him in before, trying to paste him the link. You know what I mean?
I don't think I can get him in. I don't think I can get him in at all.
Do you have his he's on Twitter, right? Unlimited's on Twitter, I believe.
Right. Ask
'Cause,
him, is he on Twitter?
he is. I think he Unlimited. You're on Twitter, right, brother? He'll answer.
Huh?
He'll answer. He'll answer. He just came in. I think he
Yeah.
bought let me. He said I think he bought let me in last time. See, I don't know how to do it, man. Damn. Because I want Unlimited One on here.
Go if his Instagram is on, I think what you do, you just go to his Instagram. I think you can.
Yeah, because he said a Tuck.
Yes,
He
sir.
said that his Twitter is Gizilla. Because he
G Sella. Let me see.
it's JE. Oh, he's gone. Hey, Unlimited, we're gonna try to get you in, man. He'll be back. We're gonna try to get you in, brother. Hope you're excited for tomorrow's podcast, man. It's gonna be a good one. Some great topics tomorrow on the Exile podcast, man, including Dreamcast. The other thing we're gonna be talking about, the Indiana Jones thing, man. That's big. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be awesome. You know? But yeah, what have you been playing, Unlimited? What you been playing, man? If you have not been working, you been playing anything good on the Series X, brother? What you been playing, man? Man, you didn't cause us. Man, don't say that. It's all good, Unlimited. You know what? You gotta take care of business first. You know what I mean? We can do it this week. Let's say you couldn't make it this week. You'll hold it off till the next week, man. It's all good. Because we got other stuff we can talk about. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. You know what I mean? At all. You know what I'm saying? We could still talk about it. So it's all good. You know that. It's all good, man. We're gonna have a fun one tomorrow on the Exile podcast, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. The topics we have tomorrow. Immortals. Yeah, hey man, what's this? Darksiders 3, Watch Dogs. Yeah, how's the ray tracing in that, man? Heard the ray tracing is pretty good in Watch Dogs. Man, I heard it looks pretty good. You know what I mean? The lighting. Or that's looking good on there, man, on the Series X. You know what I mean? I can imagine um, the games on the new system, man. You know what I mean? Games look, you know what? The games still look good on the One X, but when you get that Series X, man, I know it's gonna be a totally different atmosphere. You dig? I know it is, man. You know what I mean? I bet you it looks really good on the Series X, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to get mine. You know what I mean? Um, when I get mine, man, I'll be comping a few of those games. Plus all the games I have on the One X. You know what I mean? Man, I have so many games I want to try out when I get my Series X, man. I'll be really busy. You know what I'm saying? I won't even get a chance. I work too, but it'll take me a long time to probably go through my whole damn library when I get the Series X, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It's worth the wait. I can't wait, man. You know? I don't know what happened to Tuck, man. I don't know what happened to Tuck. Let me see if I can get him back in here, man. It's always a rough start on Game Talk with Sega, man. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get Tuck back in here. He just totally dropped off the face of the earth. He could be having some technical difficulties too. You know what I mean? See if I can get him back in here. All right, I sent him another link. I got Unlimited. I got to get you in here, man. I'm working on it, man. You know what I mean? I got to get you in here. I know Hebot got you in here last time. You know what I mean? But I'm glad for the three people that are watching. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? A little bit of a slow start this weekend with Game Talk with Sega, man. But I'm gonna get my boy back in here. Tuck.
I'm back. I'm back.
What's up?
The
What's up,
much.
man? Did you look him up?
No, I can't. I can't find him nowhere.
You can't. You want me to spell it for you?
Yeah, what is it? G what?
It's
Oh, it,
JESUSZ. Yeah, ready? It's
okay. Well,
J
hey,
E
well,
S.
what a second. What a second. What a second. What a second. I might. Let me see. I'm gonna try to not connect
Musicilla
from you.
1.
What's up? Try not to connect from you. Wait a second. Okay, you say it's what? JES?
Ready? JES
JES
USZ.
ILLA?
Yeah, and then put 1, the number 1. That's it. That's our brother.
I got it right here. I got it right here.
And see if you can
But,
send him a link.
oh boy, let
See
me
if you can get him
see.
in, brother Tuck.
Let me see if I can get him in. I don't know if I can get him in or not because I don't have your. So I'm trying to think. How did you get him in? Let me see. Because I got him right here.
You got him? Yeah, hey, Unlimited, if we can't get you in, man, we'll just talk in the comment sections. But Tuck's trying to get you in, brother. We're gonna see if we can get you in, man. Last time Hebot got you in, I forgot to ask Hebot how he did that. I need to talk to him. I sent him a link. He's probably busy. You know what I mean? I sent 100 a link. He's probably busy too. I was trying to get one of them in too to come and chill with us. So we're gonna see. Tuck, you there? I don't know what happened to Tuck, man. Thank you for the shout out, Vinny. Thanks, man. Thanks, V. Thanks for the shout out, homie. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? This is just a little, little podcast I do on Saturdays. You know what I mean? With my brother Tuck Master, maybe when I can get my man in 100, or he bought, you know. But we're trying to get Tuck back in. I don't know what's going on with Tuck, man. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think about Bethesda making the Indiana Jones game? We'll be talking more about that in depth on our Exile podcast on Sundays. What do you guys think about that, man? It'd be nice if that can come exclusive and stay on Xbox. You know what I mean? Instead of leaving like some of these other games like Cuphead and Ori. It would be nice to have it as an exclusive for us. You know what I mean? The Indiana Jones game that they're going to be doing, that will be great. You know what I mean? What do you guys think, man? Unlimited is going to probably go in on Sunday about that too. You know what I mean? Unlimited be going in on them topics. Well, you know what, man? You there, Tuck?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
Did you get
Can you
him
hear
in?
me? Oh,
Yeah.
now to get a chance. Now to get a chance to get him in. Now to
Okay.
get a chance to get him in.
He said he'll just rock out in the comment section if we can't get him in, but we will get him in next time. We'll make sure we'll try to get Unlimited in next time.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
You know what I mean?
But no, I think I'm gonna tell you right now. I think let's see, your browser has lost connection to the camera.
I know. I hear you. I hear you, Unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be going in tomorrow, man. We're gonna be going in tomorrow
Yeah,
on
we're
the
gonna be doing a
XL
lot of.
podcast. We're
Yeah, we're
talking
gonna
about
be
a
doing a
lot
lot
of
of.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But no,
so what do you?
man. But no, man. Let me tell you right now. Sony's in a world of trouble, man. I mean, you ain't hearing nothing about them at all. It's been real silent from them at the beginning of the new year, and I really don't have that. Think they have that much going on.
Really? Well,
I
you
really
know
do
what? I haven't really been hearing much about anything on the Sony side. You? Not really much. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with them right now. It's really quiet over there in Sony land right now, man. I don't know. I don't know what's
because
going on over there.
because one thing I do know, what I'm hearing is that they're gonna move a lot of their dates back on their exclusives. I guess. I mean, I was looking at it at just on YouTube, and they were just talking about it, but I didn't go
Yeah.
into it. But I don't know what they're gonna do. All I know, Sony's hurting for a lot of money, man. They hurt with this.
Well, the Nintendo dude that's in here, let me just answer his question. Yeah, I hear you, man. If you have a Switch and you like the Switch, that's cool. You know what I mean? But we just wanted actually Cuphead to really it was one of the games that a lot of the Xbox community kind of wanted to stay exclusive. I mean, there was a lot of people upset in the Xbox community about that. But if you're enjoying the game on the Switch, man, that's cool. But a lot of people in the Xbox community kind of wanted to keep that in house. You know what I mean? Because how would you feel if Mario came over to Xbox and it wasn't exclusive anymore to Nintendo? How would you feel about that? And I mean, in my opinion, I think you'd be a little upset if Mario came to Xbox. Now, if you don't feel that way, then let me know in the comment sections. Would you mind if Mario or Zelda came to the Xbox? I mean, how would you feel about that? You know? But if you're enjoying Cuphead on your Switch, man, hats off to you. That's cool. Because he was saying, Tuck, that he likes it better over there. You know what I mean? Cuphead. That it went over to the Switch.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't get a problem with that. I mean, the only thing about it is, I mean, I know Microsoft ain't doing them no more favors. You know,
Oh
Microsoft's the one
yeah,
that got
yeah,
that game going up. So, you know, they
yeah,
want to get the game going up, and you know, they went on there and you know, the only thing about it is not Microsoft. So, you know, they got
yeah.
to
Because
make
he
their
just
money.
said, well, yeah, they're gonna make their money, but he made a good point here. He said that right, I would feel weird about it, but Cuphead, was I think a second or third party. Well, uh,
Right where they were.
you know what? Well, yeah, but I see his point though. I see his point. I hear you, man. I got you. I hear you. I see his
Right.
point, but I'm glad you're enjoying Cuphead. That's cool, man. Because he's right. A lot of Nintendo players, they like the Cuphead game on there. It's supposed to be I think they're making another Cuphead, ain't they, Tuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when though.
Yeah, I think they're making another one.
I mean, it's gonna be exclusive to.
Well,
It's gonna go on all systems or what?
yeah, the next Cuphead game is probably going to go to yeah, I think that's going to go on Nintendo Switch. But Unlimited One Production said Cuphead was a great game, but the devs originally said it was lifetime exclusive on Xbox ecosystem. And he's right. They did say that. And a lot of people were upset about that. You know what I mean? That they went on ahead and put it on. Isn't it on PlayStation? Is it on PlayStation?
No, I
Okay,
don't
I
think it's
thought
on
it was gone
PlayStation.
to. I thought it was gone to PlayStation too. I'm not sure. Cuphead, but I
No, I
know
don't
I
think
know
it's
it. I know it's definitely on the Switch. It's definitely on it's definitely on the Nintendo Switch.
right. But I don't
No,
think it's on. No, I don't think it's on Sony. No, I don't think it's there.
I could have
So you
swore.
know,
Yeah, look, Unlimited One said that Cuphead came to PS4 last year. So yeah, it went to the PlayStation.
well,
I didn't know that. I didn't.
but they went
I wasn't sure, but it actually did go there. I
when
don't
that
know if
kids
they
be
bought it and played it, but it went there.
when that kids be coming to all
What's up,
platforms.
Fatal? What's up, Fatal? Fatal in the house. What's up, Fatal? Thanks for coming, man. But yeah, I don't know. I bet you they don't play it though. I mean, I think they petitioned for it. Didn't they petition for that to come over there? Didn't they try to make up a petition for Cuphead? It was either Cuphead or Ori. It was one of those games they did a petition for because
and
they wanted it over there.
or it definitely ain't going to there.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
It gets it or
it's on there. I mean, maybe some of the PlayStation dudes do play Cuphead, but usually when they ask for these games and they go over there, they don't buy them and they don't play them. But yet they complain, on social media about how they don't like certain games that are on Xbox, just on Xbox, and don't come over there. But if we turn around and say the same thing and complain about something we might want on our system, then it's a problem. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah,
It's
get that
always been
right.
that way.
Always have been that way, and always will be that way. So
Yeah. But yeah, man.
you know,
Yeah, and then Unlimited said waiting for the DLC. Nintendo
for,
gamers. Oh,
for Cuphead,
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
well,
there should be. I think I heard that they were making a DLC. I think they were making a DLC for that. Sea of
well,
Thieves, Pokemon Sword Shield. Yeah, yeah, I can hear. I hear you, Fatal. Yeah, I hear you, man.
but it's just so sad that it's just so sad that Microsoft helped these people make this game, but I also gotta understand they got to make money. So I don't have nothing against that.
Yeah, but hey, uh, like I said, I mean, like our brother Hebot, he actually made a video about that. He actually made a video. It was pretty long too. How he was really upset about Cuphead uh, leaving the and going to other systems. You know what I mean? You kind of gotta take in perspective the video that Hebot made and where he's coming from when he made that video. Because I understand. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of different games uh, that came out on the PlayStation 4, right? Tuck, that I like. Like there's certain shooter games, shoot 'em up games, old school fighting games that are from that originated from Japan, but they refuse Tuck to put them on the Xbox. You'll see them on the Switch and you'll see them on the PlayStation, but they will not come to Xbox. And in a way, that's kind of a shame. If you can put it on the Switch and the PlayStation 4, you can put it on Xbox. You know what I mean? Because I was seeing some games that Hebot was playing, some really games that finally came to consoles, right? That they never released when we were younger gamers, right? And they only put them on them two systems. And it's a shame that they didn't uh, put it on the Xbox. That's just wrong. You know what I mean? So I wish they would have did that. You know, that would have been awesome. You there, brother?
Well, you've got one thing, Sega man. That's how the Japan market rolls over there.
Yeah,
That's how they roll over there. So
yeah,
they don't roll like that over there. I mean, not gonna understand where Hebut's coming from because they don't want to help them. They don't want to help them make that game.
yeah, yeah,
They don't want to help them. Now, I mean, since that's what I'm saying. See, they don't want to help them make that game. Now, if they don't want the one to help them make that game, I'm all for it. But Microsoft helped them make the game. They were just a real small studio. Hell, wasn't even really even a damn studio to tell you the truth. I don't know how
yeah.
small it was, but I don't think they was even a small studio.
It's
Help
just
them.
like Fatal said. Fatal in a comment. He's right because about every fighting game is available on PlayStation and Switch. You're absolutely right, Fatal. I mean, we got some fighting games, on the Xbox, but you're right. There's a lot of fighting games on there that are not on the Xbox that came to the Switch and the PlayStation, which is, in my opinion, if you like money, if you're a company, a game developer, in my opinion, I don't care if you're from Japan or not. You know what I mean? They need to get out of their old ways, put it on all the systems. You make more money that way. And if you were to
Well,
put some of those, and think about it, if you were to put some of those games into Game Pass, they would make even more money. You know what I mean?
well,
That's what I don't understand, man.
like I said, some of them feel that way, and some of them don't. I mean, they do not like the Western atmosphere. They do not like the Americans over there, and that's all it is to me. Even though our system is doing pretty good over there, heck, they ain't liking it. Heck, now they ain't liking it.
No, the Series S is doing very well over there.
But and the thing, but it's not even the Series XS that's doing good. It's the mobile thing, the mobile unit.
Yeah, cloud gaming, Game
Yeah, the cloud
Pass.
gaming is doing good over there, so you can't beat that. That's something that's doing real good over there.
Man,
Because
hey,
they like
hey,
they like. Go ahead.
yeah, you know what? Microsoft they were really brilliant making this Game Pass. A lot of people when it first came out were skeptical, including myself. When it first came out, Tuck, I was a little skeptical about the Game Pass thing. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to get this subscription for Game Pass. But look at it now. I mean, it's really blowing up.
I didn't have no
I
problem
mean,
with that. I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was all about when they started talking about it. And when
yeah,
they started talking about it, I said, well, that make a lot of damn good ass sense.
yeah,
Plus, they helping the industry. They're helping the
yeah,
industry when games get older. they can put it on the Game Pass and still make money. I mean, if you're
Altrex
not,
is right. He said Japanese companies are very set in their ways. He's right. He's
well, let
right.
them be set. Well, let them be set in their ways. If they want to lose that on money, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't get nothing to say about that. I mean, that's all upon
That's
them.
I mean, listen, Tuck, if you were a Japanese developer, right, and you made, let's say, a good fighting game, okay, you're from Japan. Yeah, you're going to want it on Nintendo and the PlayStation because, you're native from there. That's where the systems come from. But if you have a chance to make it Western with a Western console, you should want to put it on there too because you'd make a lot more money. That's what I don't
Yeah,
understand, man. You
yeah, but
know?
a lot of them are not open minded. A lot of them old geezers, they're not open minded to see what's going on. I mean, they know what's going on. Don't act like they're not dumb. They know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Why you all of a sudden you think, well, what's the name? Jim Proof-Face Ryan wants a Game Pass. He wants a Game
Yeah.
Pass now.
They're gonna make their own. They're making their own version of Game Pass. They're copying again. That's fine, but I mean, they're copying. Let's just keep it real. They're copying
Right,
Microsoft.
right,
So I
yeah.
mean, and maybe it'll do good for them. And like Fatal said, I hope that Ubisoft games uh come to Game Pass. Is a rumor. It's not. I think it's really coming, Fatal. I believe it's really coming. I think it's
I
coming.
tell you right
I
now,
think that's coming.
Ubisoft, come to being a part of, it come being part of with Xbox with the Game Pass. That's great. That is great.
Yeah.
That is so damn good. That's so
If
sad,
they
man. In
come,
Virginia,
what's in
go ahead.
Virginia? Go ahead.
Man, well, nah, I ain't gonna talk about that. That's a whole different thing. We
We'll talk.
dealing
We'll
with
talk
gaming.
about it. We'll talk about it when we go off. We'll talk about it when we sign off.
We're in gaming right now, so I'm never gonna talk
Yeah.
about that. So but no, man, I'm telling
But
you right now, man. If Japan want these games on, if the Japan, I mean, it's like the
facts,
Cruiser
Fatal. You're
games.
right. Yeah.
I mean, if they want these games to be on there, they're gonna be on there. If they don't, hey, so be it. But
Yeah.
I guarantee you right now, they ain't making that much money off of Sony games right now.
Not really. I don't think they are. I mean, they're still having trouble with the PS5. I mean, they're still having trouble with that, man. They're really
Well,
being hush hush right now. Well, they're really
like
being
I said,
hush hush right now. You know what I mean? They have to. I don't know if they have to go back to the drawing board and re-innovate or redo that system, but I mean, it's
nope,
having a lot of problems. You know what I
dude,
mean?
that's too late. That's too late. They can't do all that crap, man. They going to try to revamp that system now with all the people that got them out there now. They shouldn't will be losing a base. But
We got
then again,
Hebot.
we got Hebot here.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
What's up, Hebot? Hebot just joined. He's probably getting his mic ready.
Yeah, see if
Here,
Hebot see if Hebot can join on the unlimited.
Hebot, what's up, brother? Hey, Hebot, if you can, man, if you can hear us, we can't hear you. If you're having technical difficulties, bro. So if you need to come in, go out and come back in, let me know. So, let's see.
I think we hear him.
Oh, he said, give me a second. He's doing something.
Okay, but no, but as far as they're concerned, as far as they're concerned, the Japan market when I got ahead and be shallow like that, let them be shallow. I'm not. I mean, they might have a couple fighters that might be good, but they might not have no damn fighters that might not be doing damn good. I mean, you can one thing on thing. The fighters that we got is top notch. The only fighter that we don't have is what's the name, that the one that came out last year that
You
they had
talking
so much
about
damn problem with.
you talking about the
Is
Street Fighter?
Yeah, who gives a damn about Street Fighter? I don't give a damn about Street Fighter.
I mean, that Street Fighter did really. I mean, that Street Fighter was horrible. They rushed it. It was horrible. A lot of
Well,
people I know played it. They hated. They hated. It was horrible. It was a horrible game, you know. But I heard that I think the
the
next
ne-
Street Fighter they're gonna make is gonna come to the Xbox.
it
I
need
think
to.
Capcom, if that's true, I think it's gonna be another one, and I think it's gonna come this time to Xbox. You know what I mean? So it you know what I mean? That was a terrible game.
Well,
You know
the
what I mean?
net
They
coding,
it was
their net coding is horrible for that game.
yeah
Their net coding was horrible for that game. But thing about it, what people don't understand is that they use Microsoft's servers. So
yeah.
don't think that Microsoft do not know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So, and that, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, man, but Microsoft's not helping them out. They told them that they're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, we let you use it, but but don't mean that we're gonna. No,
It's
don't mean that
yeah,
we're
and you
gonna.
know what? You know what? Unlimited's right. You know, Street Fighter needs to be a multi-plat again. It should have
Yeah,
been.
it does.
It should have stayed multi-plat. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But Sony was trying to, you know,
Pay that money.
they wanted to they wanted to keep it exclusive, and it did very poorly over there. I mean,
Yep.
it did very bad, man. There was so many problems with that game. It was a shame. You know what I mean?
And let's be truth about the whole damn thing. Japanese games, they don't like fighters over there really. They don't like them be fighters. Not that I know of. See, we like
I
fighters
think
over here.
yeah, I think more in the I think Tuck when we were younger, more in the '90s. I mean, I'm pretty sure they like probably Smash Brothers is probably the biggest game over there. When it comes to like tournaments and stuff like that, Smash Brothers Melee and all that. I think that's like really big in
Right.
Japan. And I
Right.
think what's the other one that's big over there? Maybe like I guess Dragon Ball. Maybe Dragon Ball is
Yeah.
big over there. You know what I mean? But it's not like when we were growing up in the like '90s, mid '90s, where fighting games were just the king of video games. I have every fighting game ever made for all my systems, just about. You know what I mean? I was so much. What's up, Emmanuel? What's up with you, man?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what, Emmanuel? I started late, man. You know what I mean? I gotta try to pick a Pacific time to do game talk with Sega, man, with my boy Tuck and he bought him. But sometimes things come up, man. You know what I mean? But I managed to do one today. We're not gonna be here real long. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm glad you can join us, Emmanuel. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. Emmanuel's been supporting us since day one on the Exile podcast. He was the first one to actually get when I think Emmanuel was the first one to get the giveaway I did when we started the Exile podcast. So hats off to Emmanuel. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you're right, man. You know, the fighting games, I think Westerns were more into, I mean, when you would go to Japan, like to those arcades and everything, there was a lot of fighting games that were in Japan. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of, you know, Street Fighter, the SNK games like, you know, Fatal Fury, you know what I mean? King of Fighters, Art of Fighting, you know, different games like that. You know what I mean? But it's different today. You know what I mean? You know, what's the other game? Samurai Showdown. That was a great game. You remember that, Tuck, right? Remember
Oh
Samurai
yeah.
Showdown?
Oh
It's a
yeah.
really good game.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel's cool as hell, man. That brother's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Thank.
Manual
What's up,
is
Mr.
cool.
Kima? What's up, Mr. Kima? Mr. Kima in the house. What's up, brother? I'm so glad that y'all can join us, man. We're just chopping it up a little bit about some gaming topics, about Xbox and some gaming news. You know, we're waiting for Hebot, man. I think he's still having some. You know, he'll be back. He's busy. He's in here, but you know, he'll be giving some of his opinions on some things. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're just talking about like, you know, what do you guys think about that Indiana Jones game that Bethesda's making, man? You know what I mean? It would be nice for that game to be exclusive. for the Series S and X. That would be awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're
Well, I
right.
got
Hey, Fatal, you're right. He said the new Samurai Showdown flopped. Yeah, man, it kind of did. I think I have that one too. I think I paid like 19 dollars or something at GameStop. If that's the one he's talking about, you know what I mean. I like it. I think it's all right, but I think he's right about that. If this is the one he's talking about, uh, because GameStop was selling them for like 15, 13, $19. You know what I mean? The graphics look good. The 2D graphics in that game, Tuckmaster, the new Samurai Showdown. I think it's the one I have. It looks pretty good, plays pretty decent. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, he's right. It kind of did flop. You know what I mean?
Well, hello.
well, people are not into fighters like they used to. I mean,
What's
I
up,
mean, they
buddy?
are, but they're not.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, what's
Good,
up,
good.
brother?
Hey, what's going on, Sega man? Hey, listen.
What's up, man?
Whenever you do a show, just call me right before. That way, at least I know because if I'm not paying attention. I don't get alerts. Because E-Rock did the same thing earlier with the DC show, and I completely missed it. And I was waiting like 30 minutes in the
Okay.
back. I was waiting like 30 minutes in the background, and he didn't even let me come in for 5 minutes. So that kind of sucks, and that it's not cool because I don't have time just to pop in like that because I'm busy. I don't do it to
Right.
be to be dumb about it. It's just, I'm doing a lot of things
Yeah.
back and forth. Right now, I'm out. I just what's going on. You call me right before you come on, so I know what's going on. That way, I can be here on time and stuff. Please.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay.
call you next time.
Yeah.
So I don't like missing stuff. I want to be down and doing it. If it's something that I really,
Yeah.
topic or something that I really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So
what's
what's
going
going on,
on?
man? How you
What
doing?
were you guys talking?
Oh, I was
I'm
just
back.
talk. We were just talking about the Indiana Jones thing. The Indiana Jones game. Being made by Bethesda.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? What you
mm-hmm,
think
mm-hmm.
about it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first Indiana Jones on OG Xbox was made by the collectives, the same people who did, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So,
Yeah.
it was an excellent game for the time. Obviously, I believe they had a port of it on the PS2 also, but I don't remember if it was first available for OG. That's the only one I don't remember. So it's not like Microsoft has never had Indiana Jones games on their console before. Now here,
Right. Right.
Because they have.
the most important situation with what's going on with this Indiana Jones is because EA obviously lost full rights of doing exclusive, games from Lucas Games. So Lucas Games decided to go back to their original format where they had a bunch of companies and developers make different games of their IPs for different consoles, obviously, and different versions of the game because
Yeah.
I guess they're seeing that it's profitable for Marvel, letting them do different games in different areas. You understand?
Yeah.
So
Right.
like always, when something sticks, everybody wants to try that method and piece of the pie. Which, to be honest, it makes sense and is the best way to do it, especially with something like Marvel or like Lucas, because Star Wars, Willow, Indiana Jones, those are properties that don't belong to Sega, Nintendo, Microsoft, or Xbox, or Nintendo, or
Yeah.
PlayStation, rather. You know what I mean? They don't belong to none of them. So they deserve to be on all platforms. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So the fact that they went that route doesn't surprise me because I know they've been getting kind of on a decline with EA with some of their games because people weren't happy with Battlefront 2, but it was only online. But they were chasing the situation that's popular at hand, trying to use some of those styles of approach that they use for other games, for the fact that it's working for other people, the way it did for like, the way it did for like PUBG and companies like that. You know what I mean? So, um, it makes sense that they tried those different, you know, uh, style of game with like that approach of like online heavy, online only. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So it makes sense that they would have tried it because it was being successful. It was working. PUBG proves that. Games like Apex proves that. So it just goes. They just were going with the times. But then you saw they did Battlefront 2, put a campaign. It was a pretty good campaign. I thought it was pretty comparable. It was good. Excellent graphics, beautiful gameplay, wonderful graphics as well. And then they did the Jedi Fallen Order, which I have, but I haven't really touched. But my son beat it, and he said it was a good game. Just that it was more structured like Metroidvania. You had to go back and forth, and they tried to put some elements of Demon Souls, but not as annoying, I guess,
yeah,
or the
yeah,
Dark Souls series. So he says it works. He said it's not, frustrating in that sense. So I'm gonna try to play it now, especially now that they did that soft update for the Xbox Series X, obviously. Um, so I'm gonna try to play it now as soon as I get a chance. But again, it makes sense that they branched off because they want to get bigger pockets and dive into other IPs that they may have that are big that haven't been touched for a while. So now, as
yeah,
far as it being exclusive, I don't know if it'll happen because it might have been a deal that was put in place before the acquisition of Bethesda. But if it's not, because they said still is a couple of years off, I mean, I don't see what's the problem it being exclusive. If again we go back and retract and look at Sony's track record, something like Demon Souls, right? Not Demon Souls, something like Spider-Man. They don't own the game rights to Spider-Man. They own the movie rights. They don't even own the merchandising rights to Spider-Man either. It was just a simple deal because Marvel wanted Spider-Man in the MCU. They knew they had no rights to the movies. The contract for the movies was coming to an end for Sony, and as far as them making single Spider-Man movies, so they like, okay, well, let's make a deal. We'll let you do we'll let you get an exclusive Spider-Man game
right.
on the PlayStation console, and then you let us use Spider-Man in the MCU for a couple movies, and that's exactly how it played out. And now that the deal's coming to an end with the last movie, they'll probably renegotiate or maybe they'll change and you'll probably see Spider-Man again, multi-plat the way it's supposed to be because before then they were always multi-plat, especially when they were under Activision
Right.
and Beanox was making the games. So
Well, me and you
it
only
was
play
all
on
right, but that's the
360 and old
reason.
systems.
Well, that's the exactly. That's the reason why you saw the game exclusive, and nobody said a peep. Everybody's like, "Oh, but Sony owns the IP." No, they really do not own the IP. Yeah, Willow would be fantastic. Yeah, Willow would be great. We haven't touched Willow in a long time. You know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, with
the last Willow game they did was the Capcom arcade one, and that was a really good game, and people didn't really know about it or got to play it because it didn't hit every arcade at that time back then. So
mm-hmm.
um, it would be nice to see what they can do with the graphics of now, Lord of the Rings approach. Bigger budget, obviously. Are these for
Yeah.
both? Come on. This line is not that big to go into that store. Sorry, guys. I mean,
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm caught up right now. Basically, you know, basically, what was I saying? It makes sense, but now if it's exclusive, I don't see the harm in it. I think it's only fair game, especially that now Microsoft owns Bethesda. I think it'll probably be funded more than likely by Microsoft anyway with
Yeah.
Bethesda. So I don't see the big deal and why people wouldn't be, would be upset because to be honest, the only thing you heard when people said, "Oh, but Spider-Man's exclusive," the first thing you heard people say was, "Well, if you're gonna play it, it's easy. Just buy a PS4, right?"
Yeah, yeah,
That was the word, right? And let me show you guys my situation over here right now where I'm at. I'm right next to the ocean right now, to be honest. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
yeah. I can hear you. Hey, E Rock, what's up, brother?
Hey, look, I'm by the ocean. Look,
Yeah, I
hey,
see. E Rock, if you want to come in, man, let me know.
you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
She's doing other stuff with the family instead of being stuck arguing on Twitter all day. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that's where I'm at, right? That's my situation. For those that think I'm bullshitting. So I don't understand. I don't see the reasoning why it's a problem because the
yeah,
what you heard said when they said, "Oh, well, just get a PS4." Then you know what? The same idea, the same sentiment should be should be go ahead should be the same thought process for Indiana Jones being exclusive. If that's the case, it should be the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
It should be the exact same thing. Okay, no problem.
I'll send
So
you the link, E Rock, if you want in, brother. Go ahead, Hebon. Go ahead, bro.
it should be the same exact thing. If you do not, if you do not, if you want to play the game, just go buy an Xbox. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just go buy an Xbox. It's as simple as that. Go buy an Xbox because go buy an Xbox, as you can see there, because that's where the game is going to be exclusive. That's the whole point. That's been the whole narrative. Oh, if you want to play exclusives on Nintendo, just buy a Nintendo, right? So why does it work differently when it comes to Microsoft? I don't understand that. I'm right across the bridge. I'm right across New York City.
I hear you, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, why can't the same rules apply to Microsoft? Like, I don't get it. But again, it's good news. It's exciting because we haven't had one in so long. In a long time, we haven't had a Indiana Jones, so it's exciting that there is one in the works. The same way it was exciting to know that they're making another Star Wars. Some type of like open world Star Wars action adventure from Ubisoft. You know,
yeah,
where Ubisoft also announced, you know what I'm saying, that they were making one. So they say they have much more surprises that they haven't announced that should be announced soon. Which that would be interesting to see what other games are in the pipe. And they're still going to be working with EA, so you're still going to get games. More than likely like another Jedi Fallen Order Part 2 or something. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's probably somewhere around there is probably a Mandalorian game because it's the hype right now. So they're going to try to capitalize on that. And it would
oh,
be
definitely, Hebon.
yeah, and it'd be interesting to see if they uh and it would be interesting to see if maybe they'll go back and give the team the opportunity to finish the 13-13 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
which was which was being which was in the works for quite a while, if you remember correctly.
yeah,
Um, so it'll be very interesting to see if they'll let that team go back and finish the project that was already being done because they didn't really scrap it. They just kind of put it on postpone, for the moment. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I'm excited, man. It's Indiana Jones. We grew up with it. It's a classic. It's the father of what Pitfall is, of what Tomb Raider is, what Uncharted became. It's the original, treasure hunter, professor, archaeologist, from college, from the
yeah,
university. It's the original Tomb Raider. It's the original Pitfall. It's the original Uncharted. That's where all those games and ideas of those games stem from. So to see the original be brought to life in video game format is going to be fantastic. Especially if they get that nice action adventure approach that they did with Tomb Raider or with Uncharted. That same style, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's going to be fun. I think it's I think it's a great idea. I think it's yeah, yeah. That's yeah. It's a great time to bring stuff out because we got better hardware, better consoles, better technology. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Hey,
oh
Hebot, wasn't there a Indiana Jones arcade game that they made that was in the arcades? Wasn't there? I thought there
okay.
was.
I want to say yes. I think it was I think there was. I think there was, when I'm mistaken. There was also the pinball machine by Williams. And there was
Yeah,
great games. There were great
yeah,
Indiana Jones games on the NES too, on the Super NES. I remember the Super
yeah.
NES version. I don't know if the
There's one on the
Sega.
original Xbox. I
Yeah, yeah,
have
but
it. One
I
on the
don't know.
original Xbox.
I don't remember if there was a Indiana game in either on the Master System or on the Sega Genesis. That I don't remember. I want to say
There's
yes, but I don't remember.
there's one on the Sega Genesis I have. It's Indiana Jones, but it's his son.
Oh, okay. Based on the Lost Chronicles, that TV show that they did.
Yeah,
I know exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about. I'm talking about the actual
No,
Indian, like him
I don't think
himself.
so.
I remember there was one in the Super NES that was a really good game. That I know.
Yeah,
But as far as the Genesis, I can't remember if they had an Indiana game itself. I don't remember. Or maybe in Europe they did. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Which is odd.
Probably. You think?
Well, it's odd. And like I said, like I don't understand why people beefing. Like I said, because they have a problem with it. Because again, things like Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a franchise that's always been on all the consoles, right? It's always been on every console,
Yeah,
and it's whether it was exclusive for a little while or not. It always made its way on all consoles, and yet now this time around, the creator himself, he kind of just wanted it on the PlayStation, being an asshat about it. So they made a deal with him when they saw he had interest, because I think Capcom really didn't want to just do it straight out, flat out with him. So they
yeah,
decided to do the deal with Sony, made it exclusive, and then the entire time it's been exclusive. Now he left. The actual guy left, and it's still exclusive. They made like three different versions that were more complete with all the characters, all the modes, all the levels, and still they haven't made it, where you could buy it, or where it came to the Xbox console, which is, I think it's pretty, disappointing and obviously unfortunate, because that game should have never been only on the PS platform, to be honest. Because again, even if they made a deal, they could have brought it out where they bought the Ultimate Edition or something. They could have made that, and brought it out, because Sony don't own that IP. It's one of those things,
yeah,
they don't
yeah,
own the IP. You know what I mean? When games come on Xbox that they're exclusive, is either because Microsoft completely funds them, they completely pay for the whole thing, the marketing, the funding, everything, and then you get like even Tomb Raider. When Tomb Raider 2 came out, Rise, that game, um, that game, they paid for it completely, and Crystal Dynamics came out themselves and said, and so did Square Enix, that if it wasn't for Microsoft, the game would have never existed. It would have died out. In other words, they couldn't do it. They were thinking about even doing it episodic, because the budget
yeah,
just wasn't there, because supposedly the reboot of the game, or the reintroduction of the game that was on 360, that made, that then they made the remastered version for the Xbox One and PS4. Supposedly that version, even though they remastered it and sold also in the beginning of the generation for last gen, it didn't sell enough copies, according to them, according to Square, and according to Crystal. So, it's a shame that, even though it didn't, so it didn't sell well, and then they come and they make it possible. They pay for it, they fund it, and then everybody started, hustling around them. Hey, when's the game coming? Is it gonna? How long is it gonna be exclusive? And until they didn't stop harassing them on, let's say, Twitter, for example, or on, on social, they didn't leave them alone until they got what they wanted. The answer, yeah, it's coming, it's coming. But when it's a PlayStation deal, nobody does that. They don't do that. They don't
Yeah.
harass the developers. They don't bother them. Well, at least not the Xbox guys. They don't be like, oh, is it coming? Is it coming? Even the media, social media was doing that shit. On top of them, this is wrong. This should have been here. This been on every platform. Though that's the same energy you should have had for Spider-Man and for games like Street Fighter, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. But they did it. So that's why I said all that stuff you see, all that mumbo jumbo is just them mad. They're upset because they're not getting it, and they're just trying to look for a way to, make Microsoft look like the bad guys. Like, oh, Microsoft sucks. They're fucking assholes, and that's not even the whole gist of it. Because now Microsoft owns Bethesda flat out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they own the developer,
Facts.
look at the other two games, Ghost, what is it? Ghost SWAT and that other one, Deadpool, that's coming out, or Deadpool, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, that was a deal they did before they got bought, and that still is going to be exclusive for a whole year before it comes to Xbox, even though they own Bethesda. And you don't see nobody complaining about that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hello?
Exactly.
So it's like, how you even complain about that when it's still not? It's still going to be a year exclusive when it comes out on PlayStation, even though Microsoft owns the developer now. Like, that don't make no sense.
It'd be nice to see some of those games that came out on the Switch and PlayStation come to Xbox too, like them fighters, some of those shooters.
Well,
You know?
it's ludicrous. Look at all those games they have from the arcade archives that came out, like Zero Team and Double Dragon, Arcade Revenge, and what's the other one? Zombie something. All these arcade games that should be on every console, and they only come on the Switch and PlayStation. Why they don't come on the Xbox? Like, that don't make no sense. You know? And people can't sit there and be like, oh, it's because Microsoft doesn't support the indie space, because they're the first ones who started the indie space, last gen with 360. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the Xbox Live Arcade, and the only thing was that you had to be published. You have to have a publisher in order for your game to get published.
Right.
Games like
Yeah.
Braid, games like Castle Crashers, Comic Jumper, what was the other one? Limbo, Dust. All those games, right? They were
Mm-hmm.
published. They were published by Microsoft, and they were exclusive on 360. And then this generation, they brought them out that passed on PlayStation and Nintendo because they're published by someone else, because they're self-published now. Because that's now you could be self-published. That's why you see so many different games on the arcade marketplace, and they could be like shovelware, like little easy, little small games for $4, $2, because you're self-published now. And they
Yeah.
they didn't even bring them out on Xbox One, but yet they brought them out, like Scott Pilgrim. Perfect example. That could have been back compat. No, they didn't put it back compat, but yet they
Nope.
resold it to us. They made sure they resold it to us. Like, how you gonna resell some shit to us, right? Knowing
Yeah.
damn well that you could have just made it back compat. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of things that I said that people don't talk about. That they make it seem like, oh no, it's not like that. Yeah, it is like that. Like, a bunch of these developers use Microsoft, Press Play, Max Curse of the Brother. They made it for the Xbox One. They paid for it. They own the developer. Then they let go of the developer. The developer renamed themselves under another new studio name, and Microsoft let them keep the IP. And what they did, they put it on PlayStation 4 and the Switch after Microsoft paid for it. Same thing with Twisted Pixel. They let them go. They put them all, Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
Explosion Woman and Mr. Explosion Man on the Switch and the freaking
Explosion Man. Yep.
they put it on the Switch and the PS4 also. Why? Because they're no longer the publisher or developers that Microsoft owns. You know what I mean? Because they let them keep their IP. You know what I mean? Like but people don't talk about that. They don't say that. That's why I said anything that goes this point forward, it's all fair game. There should be no problem. Nobody should be complaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because enough's enough. If you want to play Xbox games, again, buy an Xbox. Just like the logic that they use with PlayStation 4 and with the Nintendo
Yep.
Switch.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
enough's
Yep.
enough.
And when you
That's
tell them
my
that, they get butthurt about it. When you say buy a PlayStation, a Xbox, they get butthurt about it.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. They're mad. Like, why should I buy an Xbox? I got a PC. Listen, if that's the logic, you can say the same thing about Sony games that are on PC. I don't need a PlayStation. I can play
Yeah.
that on PC. If that's the
Yeah.
case, so it's hypocrisy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
You know, with Nintendo, I can understand because Nintendo don't got nothing on PC, but you gotta buy your console. It's like you're forced. There's no it's in the buts. But that's
If you
because
want to play those games, you're right. You're right.
but
You
that's
want to
because
play those
Nintendo
games.
they're stuck with their relic ways. You know what I mean? They don't
Yeah.
want to share with nobody. They don't want to share with nobody. And it's
Well,
a
you know
shame.
what, Ebot?
Yeah.
Before we close out the game talk, man, is there anything you want to talk about real quick, or?
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that's been going on, a lot of ramblings, but I haven't really you know touch base on them because I've been busy. But like anything else you talked about before I came in, or no?
Well, we were just talking about the Indiana Jones game, them getting Bethesda making Indiana Jones game. We were just talking about like games over, like in like the Japan thing, like with you know uh like the different games like Cuphead. How remember how you made that video and that one time about Cuphead not staying exclusive? Like we were just talking about, you
Yeah,
know,
that's another
uh
company.
different things like that.
Yeah, yeah, Studio MDHR is another one. They did a deal with Microsoft. Cuphead was supposed to be a lifetime exclusive, right, for the Xbox
Yeah,
console. They
yeah,
saw that it was doing well. They saw that people kept begging, "Oh, put it on Nintendo Switch, put it on the Nintendo Switch." And what happened? They went to Microsoft and they're like, "Oh, can we bring the game to another platform?" Ask them permission. Boom, what happened? They just say, "Okay," because Microsoft's not going to bully them because they already got bad press that people like to say that they treat their developers that they don't treat them fairly, which that was all a lie. Like they
yeah,
took like all the ramblings with Bungie, then that was all crap. That was all BS. So what happened? They said, okay, we'll put it there. But what the difference is, look at how long it's been with the DLC. They haven't been able to finish it, even though it was just DLC. It wasn't even the full game. Why? Because Microsoft funded the game. So now this time around, Microsoft said, okay, you can bring it to another console. Just use the money that you make from bringing it on the Switch and PS4, and use that to finish the DLC. We're not going to do it anymore. And they already
right,
announced it, just like Moon Studios. So they already announced their next title is going to be published by somebody else, Moon Studios. You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean? Because Moon Studios is not under one roof. Moon Studios is a bunch of guys in different parts of the world that work together. These
yeah,
kids that work together via online, like virtually. You understand?
yeah,
That's how they are. So, oh, we don't want ownership. We don't want this. Okay, no problem. But that they made sure they wanted to put Ori 1 and 2 on the Switch and on the and on PlayStation. I think it was right.
yeah. I think it was PlayStation.
So, and that was after Microsoft was the one that helped them publish it, make it, and produce. That's why they said no mas, no more games coming. Because, like I said, the developers use them. They give them like they did with Respawn with Titanfall. Then EA came and snatched it up when Titanfall did well, and then they made Titanfall multiplayer, Titanfall 2. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
The developers help them, right? They make these, they do all this stuff with developers. They help the developers, and then once they get in the door and they start having luck and start having a bunch of like success, well, can you do this for us? Just like Insomniac with Sunset Overdrive. They wanted to do the game, Sony said no because they wanted the IP to own it, and they also wanted it to be more photorealistic, and they wanted to do more art style and like a more artistic style. And then they go, oh no, we can't. Microsoft, what happened? They came in, they owned the distribution rights for for the game. They made it possible. The game came out. It was an amazing game that nobody appreciated, that the Sony only hated on. And then now all of a sudden, because they got referred to make the Spider-Man had success with that Marvel money. Oh yeah, we want Sony to own us because they want to just keep
You hear me?
capitalizing on that money. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. They want to keep capitalizing on that money that they need from Marvel with the Spider-Man. After it was Microsoft who didn't turn their back on them. They're
Yeah.
another one. That's what I said. From this point forward, Microsoft just needs to do them and protect their developers and be like, nah, listen, if you don't, if you don't like what the stipulations in our deal, then there's no deal. Like, leave
Yeah.
those games on Xbox and PC. Fine. You want to play them? Buy an Xbox or get a PC. That's simple.
Hmm.
You know?
Well, hey, man. Uh, we're gonna close out the show. I want to thank Hebot and my brother Tuck for coming in. These are my exile brothers. Come and check
No,
us
thank
out
you. Thank you.
on the Exile podcast tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's going to be some really hot fire topics. You know what I mean? With Unlimited One, E-Rock, and all of us. Come and join us tomorrow night, 8 p.m. So Hebot, my brother, my partner in crime, Heboticus. Tell them where they can find you, man.
Yeah, like always, you guys can find me on my channel, He Bought 8. On Xbox, He Bought 8. On Switch, He Bought 8. On Twitter, I'm under He Bought Powerful Gamer. On Instagram, he C_respect, and then on the PlayStation, Al fell from the sky. Obviously, here with you, Game Talk, and the Exile podcast, and then obviously what we got next, which I'm gonna try to see if I can do something this week for sure because the people have been
Okay.
asking me, and that way I can talk more topics without worrying about being late and not making it and getting cut off and not being able to come in. I need,
Yeah.
I need some my own talking shit as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for having me on like always, brother.
Always, brother. You know that. Always, brother.
Appreciate
Tuck,
it.
you there, brother? Tuck. Tuck. I guess Tuck left, man.
Chuck is flying high.
You there, brother? You there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I'm just listening to Heap. I'm just listening to y'all.
Oh,
Just doing a little
what's
listening.
up, man? You here? Hebot still here?
Yeah, Heap's still here.
All right, man. We're gonna close out this. We're gonna close out the show. I think there's some problems with StreamYard. So give out your outros there, Tuck Master. Tell the people where they can find you, man.
Yo, everybody can find me on Xbox, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter. And sometimes you can find me on Facebook too. And that's about all
Oh,
I got
that's
to say about
awesome.
that.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to all the brothers that came in here to Game Talk with Sega Man, Emmanuel, Unlimited One Productions, Kima, Paul Trex, E-Rock even came in. He made a little appearance. Fatal, thank you for coming in, brother. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? And thank you for rocking out with us. It really means a lot, man, to have y'all in there. Even the Nintendo dude, I can't say his name, but thanks for coming in, man. We really appreciate you coming into Game Talk with Sega Man. And come and join us tomorrow night on the Exile podcast at 8 p.m. Come and check us out. You know what I mean? It's going to be fire, man. All right, guys.
Absolutely.
All right.
Talk to you soon, brother. Have a good one.
Peace, everybody. Be safe out there. Happy gaming.